You won't believe this, but some people didn't lose their lives to war, crime, or disaster. They lost to things like a beard, a scarf, and a window. Today, we're counting down the top 10 dumbest deaths of all time. And I swear, the higher we go, the more your brain is going to go. Nope, that didn't happen. We're starting at number 10 and climbing to number 1. Let's do it. Number 10. Hans Steininger, the man who allegedly lost a fight to his own beard. This guy was basically a local celebrity because his beard wasn't long. It was legendary. And you already know how this ends, because it ends the same way every cartoon ends, with someone tripping over something that should not be on the floor. The story goes that during a chaotic moment, he had his beard loose, he moved too fast, he stepped on it, he fell, and that was it. And honestly, I can't decide what's funnier, the concept itself or the fact that it's such a perfect metaphor. Because imagine building your entire identity around one extreme feature, and then that feature becomes your downfall. Like, picture the scene. People screaming, running, smoke everywhere, and then you're gone because you got outplayed by facial hair. That's not a tragic plot twist. That's the universe saying, you should have tucked it in. Number 9, Pope Adrian IV, the fly in the wine story. Okay, this one is famous because it's almost insulting. You're a pope. You're at the top of the ladder. You're surrounded by guards, power, influence, history. And then the Reaper shows up as a fly. The popular version is that he drank wine, swallowed a fly, choked, and died. A pope taken out by a fly is one of the most disrespectful endings imaginable. Because how do you even process that? How does anyone in the room keep a straight face? Like, if I'm standing there and someone says, "The Pope is dying," I'm expecting poison, a dagger, political betrayal. Not. We have a fly situation. It's the dumbest reminder that life doesn't always end with a dramatic soundtrack. Sometimes it ends with something you normally ignore while you're eating dinner. Number 8. Alex Mitchell, the man who laughed too hard. This is one of those stories where you immediately go, no, that cannot be real. Because the idea of laughing yourself to death sounds like a myth, or a meme, or something a friend says to exaggerate a joke. But the story goes like this. Alex Mitchell was watching a comedy show on TV. He laughed insanely hard for a long time, and then he collapsed and died. Just imagine that. You're not doing anything dangerous. You're not climbing something. You're not driving too fast. You're sitting there enjoying your evening, and your body hits the emergency shutdown button because you had too much fun. And the most ridiculous part is the mental image of the situation on paper. Because if you write cause of death, laughter, it sounds like a prank. It sounds like the doctor is roasting you. It sounds like your tombstone is going to have a punchline. Also, think about the writers of the show. Imagine you're a comedy writer and you hear, "Hey, your episode was so funny someone died." That's not a success. That's not a rating. That's a weapon. Number 7. Isadora Duncan, the scarf versus the car. This one is so brutally stupid because it's so simple. It's not a complicated chain of events. It's not a mystery. It's literally scarf plus moving car parts. Isadora Duncan was riding in an open car wearing a long scarf. The scarf got caught in the wheel or axle area, and that was it. And I know you're thinking, how does that even happen? It happens because loose fabric and spinning machines are basically natural enemies. It's the same logic as getting a hoodie string caught on something, except the stakes are maximum. What makes it extra dumb is how elegant it looks right before it becomes deadly. A scarf is literally the symbol of style, of glamour, of drama. And then physics shows up like, yeah, about that. It's like the universe waited for the most cinematic accessory possible. and then used it against her. Number 6. Bobby Leach survived Niagara Falls, then got humbled by an orange peel. This is maybe the best life is random story ever. Bobby Leach did a stunt that sounds impossible. He went over Niagara Falls in a barrel and survived. That's one of those stories where your brain automatically plays heroic music. That's a man who stared into the face of nature and basically said, "I'm built different." And then later, he reportedly slipped on an orange peel, got seriously injured, complications followed, and he died. So the waterfall didn't kill him. The raging water didn't kill him. The barrel didn't fail. But a piece of fruit skin on the ground was like, "All right, buddy, your plot armor expires today." This is why I don't trust the phrase, "I'll be fine." Because you can be fine through the most insane thing, and then get deleted by the world's most boring hazard. Number 5. Tycho Brahe, the too polite to pee, death. This one is legendary, and it is absolutely the kind of story you tell your friends when they refuse to leave a party. Tycho Brahe was a genius astronomer, and the story goes that he was at a fancy banquet. He didn't want to get up to use the bathroom, because etiquette, because pride, because "I'm not leaving the table" energy. So he held it in, and later that decision basically killed him. That is the dumbest example of social pressure winning against survival instincts. Because I'm sorry, but if I need to go, I'm going. No amount of politeness is worth gambling your entire life for. Also, imagine your final moment being caused by the simplest decision. Get up and go to the bathroom. Or don't. And you pick don't. That's not a tragedy. That's a cautionary tale for every person who says, "I'll just hold it." Number 4. Gary Hoy. This window is unbreakable. Okay, corporate confidence is a powerful drug. Gary Hoy was in a high-rise office, and he wanted to prove the window was unbreakable. So he ran into it. Let's just pause there. If you ever find yourself in a situation where the plan is to sprint into glass to prove a point, you've already lost the argument. The glass held, the frame didn't, and he fell. That is the dumbest technical win of all time. Like, congratulations, you were correct about the glass. You were just wrong about gravity, engineering, structural support, and life. This is the perfect example of being right in the worst possible way, because the last thing you want in life is to be correct and dead. Number 3. Clement Vallandigham, the lawyer who proved his point too hard. This one is unreal because the job description of a lawyer does not include "become the demonstration." He was defending a client and tried to reenact how a shooting could have happened accidentally. He used a gun for the reenactment, and during it, he ended up shooting himself and dying. That's not making a point. That's turning yourself into a case study. Imagine the courtroom. Imagine the silence. Imagine everyone's face when the reenactment goes from dramatic to emergency. Also, the dumbness is that this is the ultimate "watch this." The moment you say "watch this," you're basically inviting chaos into your life, and this is the darkest possible version of that. Number 2. Adolf Fredrik of Sweden, the king who ate like it was a challenge. This is what happens when you treat dinner like a competitive sport. Adolf Fredrik is famous for dying after an absurdly massive meal, the kind of meal where you don't stop when you're full. You stop when you're physically unable to continue. It's the original version of one more bite turning into a full-body system crash. Imagine being a king, having access to the best food, the best chefs, unlimited everything. And the thing that takes you out is your own appetite. It's like your final opponent was a feast, and the feast won. Also, can you imagine the royal staff? Should we stop serving him? No, he's the king. And then the king is gone because nobody wanted to be the person who said, maybe that's enough dessert. Number 1. Franz Reichelt, the Eiffel Tower test jump. This is the undisputed champion of dumb deaths because it's so preventable it almost feels like it shouldn't be real. Franz Reichelt designed a wearable parachute suit. He wanted to prove it worked. So he went to the Eiffel Tower and jumped. And it didn't work. This is the definition of commitment to a bad idea, because inventing something risky is one thing, but testing it by personally launching yourself off a famous tower is another level of confidence. It's like saying, I invented a new airbag, and then testing it by driving into a wall at full speed, or I invented a new helmet and then headbutting a train. Number 1 isn't just dumb. It's legendary dumb, because it's a mix of ego, pressure, stubbornness, and a decision that nobody should ever make. And the worst part is how short the logic is. I think it'll work. Jump. It doesn't. End. And that's the top 10 dumbest deaths of all time. If you want a part 2, say the word, because I can promise you, humanity has produced an endless supply of absolutely ridiculous endings.